Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shakes. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Oh, girl. What's going on, everybody? So I don't know what's going on with a bitch Wi-Fi connection. And I'm not even on Wi-Fi, bitch. I'm on Ethernet. So that means that something is amiss with the connection. And it's something every week, y'all. It is something all the time. Like you could have the cable people come over here and fix some shit. You know, a week go by and it's still giving you issues. Okay. So I might be off camera for most of this live, just so that it's not working extra hard to give you visual. Y'all let me know, because right now I'm like, connection is unstable. And it's like, I'm not on Wi-Fi. Like, what are you unstable for? Yes, the internet is always running amok. I think it's because of where I live, but me and Lyric moving next year. Between 2025 and 2026, we're out of here. Cause I just can't take this shit. It's not just you. I'm in Illinois and mine is acting up. I work from home. I really think that, girl, I don't know what's going on, but I get tired of them playing with the internet because I know it's not me. I mean, how could I have affected it? You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ethernet, not even the Wi-Fi, which means it's the connection. It's not the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? It's the connection with the actual Cox cable people. They always fucking up. Are you moving out of state? I don't know. I would like to. Y'all know I still want to get my house in Atlanta. We working towards that. But in all honesty, if we could just move closer to the river, I might feel a little bit better. That's what we've been talking about. So we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, y'all, before we get into the BondyBlue show and everything I want to discuss today, y'all, this shit gonna aggravate the fuck out of me. Before we get into it though, I want to remind everybody we're going to Thailand, people. Oh yes. June 13th through the 20th, 2024. Go to www.resetbydesignwellness.com so you can sign up. It's already, I feel like we already almost there. We need 10 people. We have 7. So we're almost there, girl. All right. We're almost on our way to us all having a fantastical time in Thailand. This will be my first time, as I keep telling y'all. Okay. You never know who's new around here, but we went to Ghana last year in November, and girl, we had a ball. Okay. We had a ball. We had such a good time. We had great accommodations. We really, relax, relate, release. We did what needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very much looking forward to Thailand. Okay. I'm looking forward to the camaraderie. I'm looking forward to being a mermaid again. Okay. Listen, good time had by all. Make sure y'all go to Reset by Design Wellness and sign up for the Phuket, Thailand trip. All right. Join us. With that being said, y'all, let me see what this is gonna give. Cause I feel like it's all about to stress me the fuck out. I do feel that way. I hope y'all are having a good Friday. Let me see if I can come on camera for a second. If it's gonna act like it got some sense for a second. I'm also pulling up the first topic, y'all, because we about to get into some things. We're about to get into just some what the fuck is going on stuff. Now, y'all remember if y'all were in my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Miami video yesterday, okay? We had a good time in that live. Thank you so much, everybody that came through. We had a great time. How y'all doing? All right. Y'all can see me, girl. Hey. Oh Lord. Okay. Y'all let me know if things start to get wonky. But we're gonna start here. Girl, just as I just finished going in on Diamond, on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, so excited to tell us, Mama D and Erica, that Scrappy was eating that, and eating it good. Now, today, literally less than 24 hours later, we are back talking about Diamond and her proposal and engagement to a nigga that we did not know about, but we knew there was another nigga because he has posted text messages and DMs between she and Scrappy, and we see that he was like, "Congratulations on you and your new relationship." And it's like, it's so obvious that whatever she doing with this young man is being done because you decided you wanted to go and be with Erica Dixon. You wanted to go back and be with your first baby mama. You was on the internet talking about she gonna be the first wife and all of that. Now I know why, because y'all know we've been following Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in real time on the internet, and then seeing the shit that we weren't really seeing on the internet on the show. Okay, but when I think about it, he just started talking about being married to Erica, and Erica would be like, "Shut up, boy." And we didn't know whether they was for play or not, but now I feel like he was doing that shit because Diamond was over here with this serious relationship that she must have been in for 5 fucking minutes. Cause now she's engaged. He proposed. And it was less than a month ago that she was over there, like a month ago that she was over there on Carlo's show. You was just over there on Carlo's show whining, complaining about Daryl. And now here you are. He proposed. Child, y'all don't be more married, honey, than a man in the moon. Oh, look at her go sit up there. She married. My wife. As I said, my wife, okay? Even went down to get a marriage license yet. Ain't even went down to the courthouse. Okay, ain't even paid a fee. Ain't wrote not damn piece of name on damn piece of paper. He gonna come bring me the other bill. Gonna get married. Promise you. My wife. Girl, she just said yeah because she didn't want to embarrass him in front of all them people. He had won the game, right? He won the fight. He got his belt on. It was right. It was a good moment. You know what I'm saying? You go along with it, girl. We happy for you. But the timeline tells us that within the last year, you done been over there down to Young Merlot house, getting breakfast and getting ate the flat. Okay, shout out to fucking Daniva. All for you to turn around and have a public engagement. with this unnamed boxing nigga? Like, who is this? Does anybody know? I'm sure somebody knows. Girl, let's go to Diamond Instagram and see if we can make it make sense. Hold up, Diamond ACL. Hopefully I haven't been blocked. Diamond. Hold up, y'all. ACL. Okay. Let's see if there's any evidence of this man. Okay, stop screaming at me. Am I dreaming right now? Okay, congratulations. I'm so happy. Oh, yeah, Mama D, you happy for her? You happy for her, Mama D? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see, is he on? Okay. He on here. On my way to my honey fine ass. We're gonna fight about that damn hat. Okay, and this was 3 weeks ago. So this was 3 weeks ago that she was with this man. Okay, so let me continue to rewound. Was that the first time we was hearing about him? Hold up, let me see. Because you know, hoes put money to their face is usually because there's some nigga around. Let's see. She at the strip club. She dancing. Okay, so no nigga in sight. Let's see. Happy New Year. So that was New Year's. Okay, is there a nigga in sight? Is she gonna kiss somebody? No, we didn't see. So where did this man come from? Because this man wasn't here in January. It's seeming as though this man was not here in January. Who is that? Okay, that's not him. Okay. We just try. We try. He not in none of the, in the background or none of these pictures, none of these videos. But yeah, girl, like it's given. This is very recent. It's only February, and you might have met that man like a month ago. Got in a relationship with that man like a month ago, because y'all know how hoes can't wait to tell somebody they're in a relationship, especially if it got played out by another nigga. And I feel like while she was over there acting like she was the main, she ended up getting her little face cracked by Scrappy, which is why she was doing them hurt girl interviews she was doing. The bitch had more to say about Scrappy than his own wife did. It was crazy to me. Like how the side chick responsible who really played a part in the divorce, because she ain't fully responsible. It's definitely more on Scrappy than her. But still, bitch, you knew that man was married, you didn't care, and you vindictively wanted to fuck that lady husband. And then you did. You know what I'm saying? And he played you out for the other one that he either cheated on her with you or cheated on you with her because he loved to overlap the cooch. Yeah, y'all been cross contaminating. Okay, as she said on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta the other night. But here we are, and this might be the first time that we're seeing her with a man. Yeah, based on these comments, this is the first time she has posted this man. Okay, and yeah. It looked like she got a dude. And this was 3 weeks ago. And if she posted it 3 weeks ago, that's probably when it became official. Girl, I give it 2 weeks prior than the 3 weeks. He a boxer, but she still ain't gave us no name. I don't know who he is. Maybe he's Dominican. He a boxer. And she likes showing up and getting kissed on and posting for pictures and stuff while he's showing that he could beat young Merlot's ass if it all came down to it. I think she probably been fucking with this dude for a good what? I give it a good month and a half maybe. Like, and we are last night. He proposed. Yeah. And it's gonna be toxic. Okay, and I'm trying to understand why. Did I miss it? Did she not discuss him when she did the interview with Carlos? See, yeah, we're going to have to agree to disagree here, my love, because see, if you are the wife, everybody else is a side chick. If you are a girlfriend, you just a girlfriend. and he got other girls he fuck with. Y'all, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it. Everybody loves to like, oh, Bambi ain't no dick. Girl, y'all love to hate Bambi. I don't know what the deal is. We talking about her getting engaged after being played the fuck at. You can't be a side chick if a nigga that never had no wife before you. Like, you can't be a side chick if a nigga never had a wife before you. I don't know where y'all get this from, that somebody's a side chick when the dude got a girlfriend. No, he's dating all of y'all, and you're just dating him. If you're not married, you single. I know y'all don't like to hear that. I know. But we're like, I feel like if y'all gonna act like marriage matters, I need for everybody acting like him fucking everybody in his 20s is the same thing as him being with Bambi for damn near a decade, having 3 kids, being married, and then going back and cheating with Diamond and her finding out. Like, I don't think that's the same thing. And yeah, no, I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like if you're not married to the man, you're just trying to elevate yourself in a situation when at the end of the day, the nigga is fucking whoever he want to fuck. And you telling yourself that you the girlfriend and she the side chick. Girl, you still sharing dick. But whatever you got to tell yourself in order for you to feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you got to tell yourself. I'm just saying, like, I don't value boyfriend, girlfriend the way I value husband, wife, 5+ year marriage. Like, I don't value those things the same. I don't think anybody in the civilized world values those things the same. Because one requires the government in tax form, you know what I'm saying? And the other one, you can just get up and go whenever you feel like it. And it's not to say that it matters to be married to a nigga like Scrappy. Like, you get no brownie points for being married to a nigga like Scrappy. Like, having Daryl's last name didn't afford you any real access to anything. Like, it didn't upgrade your life that much. Bambi was already on reality TV and cycling through the shows before getting with him. Like, I'm sure it helped to keep her in our eye for her to be in a relationship. But I don't like when y'all do that, when y'all try to make it seem like it's the same thing, because essentially Scrappy is at fault. So when we jump into this, oh, Bambi, she was a side chick too. No, ma'am. It's not the same thing. It's not the same scenario. It's not the same situation. It's just not, in my opinion. And it still puts him as the blame. He's still the blame for the situation. Scrappy. I'm just saying that Diamond is crazy because Diamond couldn't just fuck this man in private. She had to get on the internet and argue with Bambi about him when Bambi is saying, take the nigga. I hate the fact that I have the same conversation with y'all every time we talk about this shit. Anyway, somebody's mama on 1976. Thank you for the super chat. Till you are married, it's all fornication anyway. Not fornication. Simone Previtt, thank you for the super chat. Hey, everybody, I joined your site as a member, but can't find any of your new lives. Is your new online site still down? No. If you became a member, then no, it's not down. All you have to do is go to Bondy's community, go to the community tab, and that's where the links are posted. I'm having issues with connecting StreamYard to the site, so I haven't been able to like directly upload them onto the site. So you just have to get the link from the community page. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, y'all, I'm wondering how long this gonna last because it's giving long engagement. Angela E. Mayer, thank you for the not the and why they hate Bambi. That's how I feel. I feel like Diamond and Erica resent Bambi because he actually married Bambi. But I also feel like, everybody can act like it's the same, but it seems as if Bambi had more requirements for herself than Diamond and Erica, because she made him marry her in order to have all those kids. Erica did not. Also, the first time it seems that he cheated on her, she got a divorce. They keep going back and forth sharing dick amongst themselves, like, and getting mad about it. Share dick. I don't have a problem. Please share. If the dick is great, it ain't worth nothing else. Put a condom on it and share it amongst yourselves, okay? Because he's gonna share it anyway. Ain't no point in getting mad about it. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't feel like we're not gonna agree on that one. I'm sorry. We're not gonna agree that Bambi is dumb too for spinning the block, because that's not what happened exactly. It's not the same thing. Like it's just not the same. Like, to me, I don't see it as the same. She didn't spin the block. He came back and got her, proposed to her, and married her. That's not the same thing as those two women getting dogged out by him, with him cheating on Erica with Diamond, or cheating on Diamond with Erica. Whatever the situation, he cheated on his wife and got a divorce, and both of those women came back into his life as if he had never done any of that to them. Like, things have gotten worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, things have gotten so much worse to me. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time in their marriage, and you're forgetting that when he cheated with Erica Pinkett, she left him that time. You forgot about that. She left him that time, and they were broken a long time until he came back to Atlanta looking for her after he almost died in that car wreck or whatever. He was like on a motorcycle, some shit, but he got in an accident and fucked his leg up. Well, apparently, Rock Marie, you know more than Bambi does, because Bambi said that he did not cheat on her. She didn't have to deal with him cheating on her like that in their relationship. It doesn't even really matter. Essentially, staying with your husband until you can't take it and then leaving is not the same thing as what Diamond and Erica are doing. They are playing themselves out way more. I do not see it the same. I do not see it the same. Yes, Bambi actually acknowledges the shit that Scrappy does. Erica is over there on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta arguing that everything that happened between her and Scrappy was Bambi's fault. The lack of accountability, the lack of acknowledgement of what is actually taking place, the amount of delusion. I don't think Bambi's as delusional as Diamond and Erica are. I think it's different. I think it's a little different. I think women resent other women with standards, because if I will let a man take me down to the ground, what makes you think you are too good to let a man do it to you? I agree. I agree. And listen, the girls were getting played the fuck out back in the day. But I think everybody talks now as if we weren't all watching this take place over the years, watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I remember everybody thinking that Scrappy was going to get his shit together. Like, I remember everybody feeling, oh, Scrappy's getting older. He didn't marry Bam. They have their kids. We didn't hear really no issues except for mommy causing issues in their relationship for the longest. Okay? For the longest. So I really don't feel like it's the same type of situation. I think Erica and Diamond look way more dumb than Bambi does. Sorry. Miko Spice, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Like I've said before, they can't understand why Bambi didn't stay and accept what they did. Pick me and women choose themselves. And I feel like, we all make mistakes. We all are young. And like I said, we all play a fool for a man at some time or another, even just men. Shit. We play fool for people sometimes. It's okay. But in this age range, for you to come back to this man at this point after he dogged his wife out, and you think that he's going to be better to you, like that's where this comes in, because now we're not in our 20s anymore, y'all. That's another thing. We're not in our 20s anymore. They were in their 20s. You said everybody was being dumb and everybody was going back to Scrappy in their 20s. That's when you're supposed to make those types of mistakes. Once somebody decides they're going to get married and grow the fuck up and have a family and all of that, they're supposed to be moving past that part of their life. here he is with some other chick that we don't know. And she is another bird. My man, my man, my man. That nigga is not your man. He's our man. He's their man. He's the community's man. He's not your man, girl. Why haven't you learned? He was just hugged up with Erica somewhere not too long ago. That man is not your man. Most of our peers don't understand the dynamics of a real marriage. It seems that way. Listen, he legit peaked in the early 2000s and has been stuck there since. And it's sad. It's sad. I want everybody to understand at this point, and I'm going to run it again like I said yesterday.
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
To keep it funky with you, I feel like you owe me. Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me. Yes, please make sure you vote me as Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year. Yes, please make sure you do. I keep forgetting to put the link in the description box, huh? I'm fucking up. But yes, you can vote on multiple devices. Okay, you can't vote multiple times on the same device though. But yeah, no, Scrappy's a womanizer. He's a whore. It's a slut. Okay, that's what he is. That's what he is. And it's so it's so bothersome that no matter how much he like publicly talks bad about women, like shows his misogynoir on the internet all the time in comments on Instagram, and he shows you how he treats women, how he treated Bambi, how he treated Erica, regardless of whether they want to admit they got played, they got played. And I just kind of feel like it's sad. I feel like Erica is over there saving face, but look like he played in your face too. I just, and this, I feel like she should know now just as a grown woman, right? So we about to move on, but I wanted to play this for y'all because I know I'm about to upset everybody with my opinion on this because I already upset everybody in the comments, but this is the conversation that's always happening online about people doing OnlyFans, women specifically. Like everybody gets so upset at women for doing OnlyFans. I want to remind everybody that whatever women do with their bodies, it has nothing to do with you. It's very weird to me for people to be telling me that if I did an OnlyFans, it would hurt my brother's feelings. Like, what are you even talking about? What are you even talking about? Why would it hurt his feelings? First of all, you have to go and sign up for people's OnlyFans. So why the fuck would you even know what the OnlyFans look like? Start there. But let me play this clip.
I'm a good sister.
No.
Bro, why?
Sister, you're mean to me.
He's an incel.
All the time. Bro, we live in
You're saying
different
this
states.
because you're on a podcast.
No, we live in different states. How I mean you. I mean you when you're failing your classes. Yeah.
I'm not failing.
A D.
It's not failing.
That's a D. It's failing.
F is failing.
A D is failing.
For you it is because you're an A+ child.
Right, I am.
Shut the hell up. You're literally doing your career is in only. You can't be talking. You're selling pictures of whatever. You can't be all that studying was for what? For what?
I'm a good sister.
Okay. So a lot of people in the comments thought he ate. Really what I see, and what it reminds me of is whenever in like Middle Eastern countries and, you know, countries where it's very like misogynistic and women don't have a lot of power, and like any arranged marriages they have are arranged by family members, like the brothers and stuff like that. So if she doesn't remain a virgin up until marriage, like she's shunned and can be murdered by the brother. Like you hear a lot of stories of brothers murdering their sisters because of whatever their sisters are doing sexually. And it makes me feel like you are sexually attracted to your sister, and her doing whatever she does with her body offends you because you are sexually attracted to her. and because you can't withstand other boys in your school telling you shit about your sister, not like they're gonna make fun of you for they're gonna make fun of you anyway, but they make fun of you because of your sister. Oh, my feelings are hurt. Because there's so many men in the comments talking about he's right. And I'm like, he's not right. What do you mean she can't talk? She's an adult taking care of herself. You're a fucking child that still has to get through high school. So yeah, she can absolutely tell you that you need to get your grades up. Because for boys, for men, if y'all don't do well in school, you probably won't go to a college. If you don't go to a college, then you're going to get some job you hate and you're going to fester and then you're going to show up to the post office and shoot everybody. Like, we don't fucking know. But what I have an issue with is the way men feel ownership of any woman around them. This is a fucking kid. This is a little ass boy telling you you don't have a right to tell him about his grades because you do OnlyFans. What the fuck? OnlyFans is a job. What's your point? Talking about what was all that schooling for? So that I could make sure I'm getting my money? What you mean? Also, we can deal with the fact that the society was telling everybody to go to school, whether they wanted to go to school or not. There are so many people that went to school and are not working in the field that they went to school for. So his point is irrelevant and it's immature because it doesn't take the facts of life into account. That people do go to school for shit, then they get fired, like all of the people in the tech industry that have recently lost their jobs. And then you do what's easiest. It's easy to post pictures of yourself on the internet and a whole bunch of goofy ass niggas pay you for it. You get to stay in the comfort of your home. You don't have to actually sell your coochie. It seems like a great setup to me. Now, I'm not going to do OnlyFans at this juncture in my life. At this juncture. I've thought about it. And that's only because I think about sex from an artistic place. You know what I'm saying? Like I like, those like, ones where you can't really see what's going on, but you know what's going on and you get the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like dark lighting and shit like that. And all you see is like the two people like really close together. You might see like the dark side of their faces with a light shown on the other side to kind of, show the contrast. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be fucking. So they'll be like making in the sounds, but you can't really see any of their body parts. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I think about these things, but I also don't live in a space in my mind that judges everybody for sex work. I think it's stupid. I think it's weird. The nigga was in the comments, so if your brother, let me tell you something. If my brother doesn't consider me in anything he does with his body, I don't know why the fuck I should have to consider him with anything I do with mine. I don't know why the rationale is that women having OnlyFans and selling naked pictures of themselves is so hurtful to the men around them. What's hurtful to you? It's either because you fuck her and you feel possession of her, incestuous, whatever the fuck, or you're jealous because secretly you wish it could be that easy for you to make money. A lot of men are secretly just jealous of women, want to be able to simply get on the internet and do this and make all of the money to pay their bills that month. They wish they can just sit on fucking cakes and get paid mad money without being looked down upon by other men. Like they wish they could, because there are so many niggas out there that don't give a fuck about none of that shit y'all talking about, and they get up there on OnlyFans and they make their money and ain't nobody checking them about it. Ain't nobody checking them about it. It's very, very weird to me how the most people that are buying OnlyFans are men. And then y'all get mad at women for doing the OnlyFans. Why do you even know about it? Because your ass is on there looking for somebody to masturbate to. But you have the audacity to degrade and publicly shun and humiliate and try to humble the very women who you go to get your fucking rocks off with your depressed ass. To me, you're only mad about it because you don't get a part of the deal. right? Collectively, y'all are mad because y'all are not getting any pimp-like privileges from women having the ability to sell pictures of their body for money. I don't see the big deal. I don't see the problem. It's not even sex. And I don't even have a problem with that. I know what I'm comfortable doing, but I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing with their shit. As long as it's consensual. Girl, if you can make money off of showing your titties on the internet, make your money off showing your titties on the internet. People have degraded Black women's bodies far worse. And I mean, just us, because she not Black. But y'all know what I'm saying. Women's bodies have been used against their will for the profit of men for centuries, for millennia. The internet is created, and now these women can make this money from the comfort of their homes without having sex with anybody, without catching any STDs, without putting themselves in harm's way. They can just simply turn the camera on and take their clothes off, do whatever they do, and go on about their day. And y'all find that so hurtful and deplorable? Really? But y'all don't have no issue with the brothers and the men being incels. Y'all don't have no issues with them going around impregnating the world. Y'all don't have any issues with them being artists, murderers. Y'all don't have issues with none of that stuff. It's also reflected in the Black community. Being a whore in their eyes is the worst shit ever. In my mind, it makes no sense that you feel that way, seeing as though you are the largest consumer of the whoredom. Who's paying for the pussy? You niggas. Women ain't paying for pussy like that. Oh, but you sell it. It's a problem. Men are mad they don't profit off of a woman's body. This ain't the 70s. How dare a woman have agency and autonomy over her body and make money off of it? Child, I get so tired of having this argument with people. They in the fucking comments trying to morally shame me. Like, suck a fucking dick. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about all of you, shame, morality, police, fraudulent, fake fucking ass people. Because you be out there jacking off to the same women that you want to slut shame. I don't like it. Miko Spice, hey, boo, thank you for the super chat. Make that money. Don't let it make you. Okay? Listen, you ain't just showing up to dance on the internet, okay? you ain't go to fuck around and become Ebony. Okay, as long as you make sure your private shit is kept private. Angela, thank you for another super chat. He said pictures for what? For money, dummy. They telling women we hit a wall, but get mad when beauty is sold for women's benefit. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's her brother. So why should he care? He needs to be able to extract his emotions from that situation because that has nothing to do with him as far as I'm concerned. Y'all always trying to put yourself in somebody else's position except for the fucking woman that's trying to take care of herself with ease. What's easy for her to do. Kojamalik, thank you for the super chat. Demand dictates the markets. Okay. Come on, dictates. You're not too late. We really only on like topic number 2, right? Hey, we ain't been on here that long. It's 39 minutes. It's been like 40 minutes, girl. It's been long, but it ain't been that long. You know how I pontificate and talk too fucking much, but that's what people are here for. Okay, make sure y'all like the video. Because it's a work day video, bitch. It's a way to get you through your work day. Okay, it's the internet version of the radio with no music because these hoes won't let us be great. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Next topic. Okay, we got our girl Kelly Osborne here. First of all, Kelly, I didn't even recognize that was you. Yikes. I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes people look younger when they have a little more meat on their bones. When their faces are a little bit more plump, they look younger. Because she looks really She just looks like she's aging. Things look very sharp. Let's hear what she's saying.
I think that isn't as boring as working out. People hate on it because they want to do it. And the people who hate on the most, the people who are secretly doing it or pissed off that they can't afford it. I think it's amazing and I think it's great.
Why do you think, what do you think of the Ozempic craze in Hollywood?
Great for them. There are a million ways to lose weight. Why not do it through something that isn't as boring as working out?
I'm sorry. So you think taking people's diabetic medication is more fun than working out, than Zumba, than dance routines, than dancing around your living room and lifting weights, looking at yourself in a mirror, taking Ozempic, possibly getting, hold up, y'all, let me pull it up again. Ozempic side effects. Let's pull it up again. Okay, because the only side effects to working out is soreness. Okay, soreness. And if you're careful, you don't really hurt yourself that often. Every now and again, you know, a knee might be like, oh, I need to rest for a day. But that's as most as it gets. Do y'all want to know what you can get from Ozempic? Since she wants to act like, oh, it's so much funner. You can get diarrhea, constipation, nausea, stomach pain, hypoglycemia, dizziness, fatigue, allergic reaction, rapid heartbeat, heartburn, burping, gallstones, hunger, loss of appetite, difficulty swallowing, vision changes, headache, allergic reaction, fatigue, thyroid cancer, pancreatitis, kidney disease, injection site reactions, unusual taste. So you could be leaking from the ass, dizzy, tired, burping, hungry, with a goddamn headache and a rapid heartbeat, with a little bit of nausea, and you think that that's better. Okay.
People hate on it because they want to do it. And the people who hate on the most, the people.
No, there are some people that hate on it because they need the medication for their diabetes, bitch. And y'all out here, you know, saturating the market, taking it just so you can make your head big and your neck skinny.
People who are secretly doing it or pissed off that they can't afford it.
And pissed off that they can't afford it. Way to be a Kelly Osborne. Way to let us know you've been rich all your fucking life. So you really think that everybody's just so jealous of your ability to buy shit. Girl. Is it really that hard to get Ozempic? Because I feel like they throwing them out like Tic Tacs to people at the doctor's office. It doesn't take from, okay, it says I'm on Majora, which is Ozempic, but mint takes away your youthfulness and pretty. Okay, so it takes away your youthfulness and your pretty, but make sure you're skinny. Got it. And y'all saying that now, not because they were saying before that it was taken away from the diabetic patients. And so now you're saying that that's not the truth. Okay. And then someone says, as a diabetic who can't get the meds, fuck off, Kelly Osborne. So some people in the comments say that it doesn't take from diabetic patients, and the actual diabetic patient said they couldn't get the medication because of it. I think maybe it's a case-by-case basis in where you live. Thank you, Nika Nichelle, for the super chat. Exercise literally releases endorphins, dummy. And let's not even talk about how good sex feels. Let me tell y'all something, okay? A position that my nigga put me in the other day was only possible because this nigga been working out and stretching, okay? So it used to, but they're different meds now. Okay. I work at a pharmacy. It takes away from the diabetes. I'ma just go with it's taken away from people because motherfuckers with money can just call a doctor and be like, hey, give me a whole bunch of Ozempic. It's hard to get, and there's a lot of counterfeits out there. They've made other options now. Okay. Got it. It's definitely feeling like bending yourself in a pretzel to prove me wrong, but it's okay. I don't really care either way. I don't have to take Ozempic. I don't feel no type of ways about it. I just thought that Kelly Osborne's comments were ignorant and fucking stupid. I just always feel like anytime somebody wants to tell you to take a pill to lose weight, there's no magic wand. There's no magic pill. Some people say that they take it for a little while and then it stops working. Okay. Some people, y'all do look skinny, but y'all don't look healthy. I mean, Kelly Osborne sounds like she did it, and she got the big head, skinny neck thing going on like Nene and Heather from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Everybody got big ass heads and necks that look like they can barely hold a big ass head up. Okay, y'all keep on. Okay, y'all keep on keeping on. If y'all had to get on those Ozempic to lose weight, please don't feel no type of ways about what I'm saying, baby. Okay, I do want better for you, but it's up to you. It's not up to me. No judgment. Apparently, everybody's doing it. It's fine. Now, girl, yesterday on the Ooh Ladies First panel, we talked about that girl who was dating that guy. They was together or whatever, the baby mama, and he was abusing her in the house, and they put up the surveillance in the house, and we heard, him screaming at her and all of that type of shit, right? That made me think about this. This is different, but it's what every mind thought was going on when she explains how it is being an NFL girl. And we're going to just discuss, because there were so many things she said that I wanted to just have a conversation with you guys about. So let's take a listen.
49ers girlfriends and wives, it is now our time to shine. For all you people who hate on NFL girlfriends and wives, especially on the Niners, y'all love to hate us. Guess what our job is now? The off season is here. We are waiting on them hand and foot. Just took okay, let me not do too much, but just took a loss in the Super Bowl. We're going to be dealing with mood swings, a lot of anger maybe taken out on us, but just don't take it personally. We can't take it personally. They're home. Now we got to do the cooking, more cleaning. We got a big job, especially the moms. Ooh, the NFL mommies with kids. I said that really weird. The NFL girlfriends and wives with kids. Y'all wonder why we just post is having fun. It's during the season. Do you know what goes on during the off season? We are put to work. We are personal assistants.
Y'all are maid, mattress, and mule, but with $1,000 purse.
That's why we enjoy ourselves when we can. But yeah, back to work. 49ers girlfriend.
So she posted this, right? And this is San Francisco 49ers baller Brandon Ayuk, his girlfriend Rochelle. And look at this man. This man ain't smiling nowhere in this picture. That nigga do not look happy. Okay? But a comment after she posted it, right? A lot of anger may be taken out on us. Like, that shouldn't be normal. She then says, y'all need to relax. I'm talking about dealing with their angry emotions after a tough loss. If he's walking around mad one day out of nowhere, I'm going to have to deal with it like any normal couple. No, this does not mean abuse. LOL, bye. I agree with her, but I also feel like having to walk on eggshells around a man, even if you don't want to admit that it's a form of abuse, it's a form of abuse. A person should be able to be angry or have whatever their emotions are without it being perceived as abuse. But if you got to walk around on eggshells when he's like that, then yeah, bitch, don't LOL bye. Don't LOL by us, bitch. Okay. You put it out there. Number 2, yes, I already cook, clean, wait on my man all season because he deserves it and has done nothing but treat me like a queen. Girl, I ain't never seen a motherfucking queen cleaning and slaving after a nigga. I've never seen a queen slave after a nigga. That's why they call y'all princesses and say it's princess treatment, because in real life, queens don't maid, mattress, and mule. They sit on a throne next to the king, and then everybody does shit for them. The queen does not maid, mattress, and mule. Like, I'm just saying. And when I say that, it's because of the way these tasks are considered. And I say that as a woman that really like loves making my house comfortable, that loves cooking shit. You know what I'm saying? That loves, I don't like cleaning all the time like that. But when things are clean after I just made a whole little cleaning schedule to make sure I stay on top of everything in my house. And it's because I work from home. So I'm here more. You know what I'm saying? So, and my husband works crazy hours. So at the end of the day, if I don't do it and I ain't paying for it right now, we ain't, you know, paying for somebody to come in and clean. And sometimes I don't really like that. I would just rather do it myself than have to deal with somebody coming into my house and having to find somewhere to go while they clean it and all that type of shit. I don't be feeling like doing all of that. Okay. So creating a schedule to handle certain things, you know, and he helps, that makes it way easier for me. So it's not like I don't understand wanting. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to my girl De Niro. I was just in her premiere this morning. When she discusses it like it's things that she has to do that she doesn't want to do, and if she weren't doing, she would not be worthy of being with a man who has all this money. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't think women should have to do all of that. I don't think you should have to wait on some nigga hand and foot just because he pay bills. Talking about because he deserves it. And you deserve to not have to do that shit all the time. What's the point in him having all of that money if y'all don't have somebody to cook and clean y'all house? I'm just saying, what's the point of being a football player's wife? All you have is expensive clothes and good seats and nice vacation times. No, I need my life to be at a certain level. Meaning if I'm the wife of a football player and I have to manage your life and be your therapist and all of that, I'm going to be managing a crew that's going to cook, a chef. Okay. I'm going to be managing some nannies around this bitch. I'm going to be managing a maid around this bitch. That's what a queen would do. A queen would be managing, paying other people for the services. Not doing them herself to prove her love and her value to a crazy nigga that honestly you're creating really bad, like a regimen. I'm looking for another word, but you're creating you're setting a bad example in the long run when you do everything for them like this just because they play football. No. I don't give a fuck what you did during the season. We still both live in this house. I'm not doing everything. So when your ass is home, please understand some of these responsibilities are yours. When you're not home, cool, we'll figure it out. But when your ass is home in the off season, you can wash the dishes, you can fold that laundry, or you can pay somebody to do it for us. But the idea that I'm about to be out here acting like a fucking whatever you want, whatever you need, I'm not doing that shit. Yes, bad presidents, bad patterns. Thank you. All of those words. You're setting bad precedents because at some point, he's not going to be playing ball anymore. And then you're going to be expected to hold up doing all of that fucking work with him making the house dirtier. No. No. Let me continue reading. But once off season comes, they're home. The amount I have to so is amped up. He is beat up, tired, and healing. That means a heavier load on mom while he takes time to do that. When do you take time to heal? When do you take time to relax? Because see, I when I promise you, you would have to pay. Okay, so since you're going to be down and out, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. You need to pay somebody to come in and cook the meals so that you can stay on task for your diet. You need to pay somebody to come in here and clean so that I don't have to do all of that. And then motherfuckers be having them big ass mansions and y'all want a bitch to be cleaning a big ass mansion by herself all the time. Girl, go to hell. Then you get to vaca vacay because we a team. We earned it. Bye.
Guess what I am to the day I die? A mom, 365 days out of the year.
That bad.
And a partner, 365 days out of the year. But guess who has more work to do once it's off season? Daddy! Me. Y'all keep trying to talk about, you mean you have to do things that regular moms do every day? It's me. I'm the regular mom that does these things every day. I don't know what, like the picture y'all have in your head, I think of me.
Not you, baby. Women with men who have money. Women who are married to men with money are expected to get people to do things for them. You don't do them yourself. You pay people. That's what people are expecting.
Or NFL girl, I don't know. Everybody's different, but me. You think I sit on a gold throne all day, every day, kick my feet back, and have strangers in my house watching my kids cooking the food, like cleaning the house? I'm doing all that stuff, but now that it's off season, my man is healing, and he's limping around the house, and he can't do all that much, so it's more of a load on me. Plus, I'm in school Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 p.m., and I still got to do all those duties, so not too much. I don't really know for real. Guess what I am?
Sounds sad, my love. It sounds really sad for a man to be putting his body in danger like that for that amount of money that's supposed to be, sufficient in order for him to pay people. What are you talking about, strangers? What are you talking about, strangers? Y'all are a part of the NFL. You mean to tell me y'all don't already have a network of NFL wives and girlfriends who, have maids and cooks that can reference people to y'all that y'all can trust, that's already a part of the NFL family circle? Like, that's so weird to me for y'all to be with men with money and tell us how you still have to do everything as if the nigga has no money. Girl, that's sad. And she's the girlfriend. She's not even a wife. And that's even sadder. That's even sadder because that means that whenever he's done with her, whenever he gets bored with her, whenever he wants to move on to the next one, she don't really have any rights to anything. She'll get her child support, but the house that she's cleaning every day, all of that shit, none of that. You get girl. Yeah, like the sunbeams. Exactly. Whole time she's slaving and he out getting massages and happy endings. Girl, a nanny, a chef, a maid, a night nurse, hire someone. I'm gonna tell you what it is. He's already, and this is how I know that this is his fault, right? Because she's reading shit he said to her. I'm sure that this woman has been tired enough to say, can we hire somebody to come and clean the house like a couple of times a week or something so I don't have to worry about that? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she said that to him. And I'm sure he said, man, I don't want no stranger in my house cleaning up. I don't want no stranger taking care of our kid, because they don't want to pay. They want you to do everything so that you don't have time to do shit else. They don't want you to have any time to yourself. They don't want you to have any time to really do other shit. They want you to be so preoccupied because they so worried about you running off. For real, a lot of niggas be like putting all of this shit on their girl because they want her to prove that she deserves to be there. But also they want to bog her down so it's harder for her to run. That's where that whole barefoot and pregnant shit comes from. Not just barefoot and pregnant, right? Like they in the kitchen. Do you know why they wanted you barefoot and pregnant? Because you can't leave. You can't run. You literally can't run outside back in the day without shoes on. That's why they wanted you barefoot and pregnant. You think it's an honor, but really it's an enslavement that you're ignoring. And you have cameras in the house. It sounds like the man is being cheap. I would definitely have hired at least a maid. I mean, I may not hire a chef because I like to cook, but I might get people to meal prep for me or something like that every now and again. You order, meal prep meals from chefs that you may like or something like that. When because to me, I feel like it don't even have to be an all the time thing, but you shouldn't be stressing yourself out. You shouldn't be stressing yourself out. Football players be penny pinching. They need to be doing some good investing and trying to make sure that money will work for them even after they finish playing. But yeah, y'all, she was just up there sounding real sad and acting like we sound crazy. Girl, no, you look crazy up there doing all of that shit for that nigga, and you ain't, you're not married, so you don't have no legal hold on nothing. Girl, that's sad. Anyway, let's move on, y'all. Hold up, because I've been trying to avoid this story because it bothers me so, because I feel like this lady fucking this man and whatever this is ain't got shit to do with the actual case. But because it's basically like malfeasance, like it's you fucking up on the job, it's you taking allowance that you shouldn't be taking, it's conflict of interest, like you fucking somebody on the opposing counsel, I believe. Like I'm gonna read what it say because I'm not too sure, but I know she had an affair with somebody she wasn't supposed to have an affair with. And now she embarrassing everybody. DA Fani Willis goes off on the stand as lawyers try to get her disqualified from Trump case due to a romantic relationship with prosecutor Nathan Wade. Don't be cute with me. Okay, let's listen.
Yes, we're talking about. I'm very confused.
You've never given Mr. Wade money through Cash App.
No,
the only money you've ever given him outside of a contract is cash.
I didn't give him money in a contract, so that was cute. But I didn't give him money outside in a contract. What happened is, no, we're gonna answer it since you said it. He worked more hours than he was paid, and the county paid him for the work that he did. So don't be cute with me and then think that you're not gonna get an answer.
And I will ask you about the contract in a minute. I asked you about cash. Did you ever pay him anything? And I'm trying to qualify my questions. I'm not talking about the contract with Fulton County that was paid. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about outside of that. Did you ever pay him anything other than cash?
I've only given him cash a few times in the course of what we're talking about.
So you did give him cash, even though you said you didn't give him cash.
If we would go to dinner,
let her finish her answers.
If we would go to dinner, I wouldn't give him cash because
we ever paid him through cash.
Well, yes, we're talking about. I'm very confused.
You've never given Mr. Wade money through Cash App.
No,
the only money you've ever given
because he paid for dinner or I paid for dinner. I've given him cash only a few times in life, probably 4.
Okay.
Probably the most money I've ever handed him is $2,500. The least amount of money I've handed him, probably between $500 and $1,000.
For what?
You never wrote him a check?
Ma'am, I don't have checks.
Okay. So you have no proof of any reimbursement for any of these things because it was all cash, right?
The testimony of one witness is enough to prove a fact.
So my question,
because he paid for Fani, last name is Willis.
Ms. Willis, how did you know to come into the courtroom right then?
There were people I was pacing in my office.
Okay.
And I heard someone yell, his testimony is done. It only made sense to me that I would be your next witness. And I've been very anxious to have this conversation with you today.
Oh, okay.
So I ran to the courtroom.
So as soon as you heard that Mr. Wade was done testifying, that's when you just assumed you would be the next witness?
It only makes sense.
Did you listen to any of the testimony?
I've been in my office pacing, ma'am.
Okay. Did you listen to the arguments?
I did hear the arguments this morning. It's ridiculous to me that you lied on Monday, and yet here we still are. And I did listen to that argument.
All right. So that was it, just the argument, no testimony.
Right. I listened to the argument this morning where Adam Abadi, I thought, did an excellent job pointing out how dishonest you were with the court on Monday at ANI. And I'm actually surprised that the hearing continued. But since it did, here I am.
And keep the answers confined to the question as best you can. I think you'll have more than enough ample opportunity on when the state is able to
It's highly
follow
offensive
up.
when someone lies on you, and it's highly offensive when they try to implicate that you slept with somebody the first day you met with them, and I take exception to it.
All right. Well, Ms. Willis, you'll have the opportunity to explain all of that when
Bitch, you ain't about to call me a hoe.
it's the state's turn to ask more open-ended questions.
Okay, so with that, I'm about to read to y'all what it say. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay. Lawyers for Donald J. Trump and his co-defendants are seeking to have the district attorney Fani T. Willis removed from the Georgia election interference case, accusing her of a conflict of interest. Now, to be very clear, I don't care who this lady fucked. Y'all definitely were interfering in the elections. Right? Come on now. That's why I feel like this is a witch hunt. Okay? This is a witch hunt. Okay? But either way, let me go ahead and read what it said. All right. Here's what we know from the second day of testimony. Lawyers for Donald J. Trump and his co-defendants called a man who has been described as their star witness to the stand on Friday in a hearing that could put a major snag in the prosecution of Mr. Trump on charges of conspiring to overturn the 2020 election in Georgia. The witness, Terrence Bradley, is a former divorce lawyer for the special prosecutor, Nathan J. Wade. Mr. Wade's romantic relationship with Fani T. Willis, the Fulton County District Attorney who hired him, has led a judge to consider consider accusations of financial conflict of interest that could remove both prosecutors from the case. So they're working together. They're not on opposing sides. They're working together, both prosecutors, and she basically hired him to come on and help her with this case. Thursday, proceedings were marked by sharp exchanges between defense lawyers and Ms. Willis, who declared, "I'm not on trial. These people are on trial for stealing an election." I agree with her. Here are the details. The defense accuses Ms. Willis of having a financial incentive for hiring Mr. Wade to run the case against Mr. Trump and his allies, who are charged with a conspiracy to overturn the state's 2020 election results. If they are disqualified, it would delay and possibly derail the Trump prosecution. So that's why I'm mad at her for having this romantic relationship with this man, because you know these people will try to use anything to finagle themselves out of accountability for trying to steal the election. Like, on top, we're forgetting like January 6th, right? Like, so many efforts to undermine the political process. But okay, the argument has been pressed primarily by Ashley Merchant, the lawyer of Michael Roman, a former Trump campaign official and a co-defendant in the case. Ms. Willis and Mr. Wade have acknowledged that they dated, but said the relationship began after he was hired and that neither person had profited from it. Earlier on Friday, Ms. Willis' office called former Governor Roy Barnes of Georgia in an effort to establish that Mr. Wade was not Ms. Willis' first choice to manage the Trump case. She had also tried to hire Mr. Barnes. Her father, John Floyd, was then called, likely to rebut allegations that Ms. Willis and Mr. Wade were living together. Ms. Willis and Mr. Wade were grilled for hours on Thursday as defense lawyers tried to raise doubts that Ms. Willis had repaid Mr. Wade with cash for her share of expensive trips while they were dating, as they claim. Ms. Willis angrily accused the defense of spreading lies about her and Mr. Wade. Testimony could extend into next week. The judge, Scott McAfee, is not expected to rule immediately. Here's the explanation of the conflict of interest. At the heart of the effort to disqualify the prosecutors in Trump's election interference case is the argument that the romantic relationship between Fani and Nathan created a conflict of interest. I don't know how, considering the fact that they're both working on the same side. It'd be different if he worked on the opposing side, but they work on the same side. So I'm very confused of how their romantic relationship would have any bearing whatsoever on the facts of the case about Trump trying to steal the election in Georgia and interfering with voters. That argument has been put forth primarily. Okay, I read that part. The personal interest, she adds, is at odds with the district attorney's obligation to seek justice. Ms. Merchant and other defense lawyers, see, no, that doesn't make sense. At odds with the district attorney's obligation to seek justice? How? We're trying to seek justice. You're thwarting, whatever that word is, thwarting the process. Anyway, Ms. Merchant and other defense lawyers have also argued that the situation violates various laws in the state bar of Georgia's rules of professional conduct. Okay, some legal observers have rejected out of hand the idea that the relationship and Mr. Wade's financing of the couple's vacations amount to a conflict of interest under Georgia law. But the presiding judge in the matter, Scott McAfee of Fulton County Superior Court, has indicated that he thinks that it is at least possible that such a conflict exists, depending on what additional details emerge in testimonies. I'm trying to understand, what's the conflict? The state has admitted that a relationship existed, and it remains to be seen is the existence and extent of any financial benefit. So she's supposed to have overpaid him to do the job. So then they would have to prove that she took funds from the state in order for that to even matter. This is so not, this is a non-issue trying to blow out of proportion in order to not have the focus where it really needs to be, which is on Trump trying to steal the election. Even the appearance of conflict could lead to disqualification. I really don't see where the conflict lies. Y'all, I want to read Monique's comment, because Monique is always in a comment singing her sad song for Black men. Don't have nothing to do with nothing. But here she is. Knew that lady was shady, and everybody jumped on me in the comments. Why does her having a relationship with somebody she was working with make her shady? Sidebar, This timing seems very strategic and as it should be. Ain't she the one that worked day and night to bring the RICO case against Young Thug? And ain't she the one that is always trying to lock up somebody black? Ma'am, she is the DA. She's the DA of Georgia. I don't know what you think she's supposed to be doing. I don't, and it's not about just locking up black people, because right now we're trying to lock up Trump. Right now we're arguing about what Trump did. So obviously it's not just about black people, stupid. And ain't she the one? I'm sorry. If she's Giuseppe guilty on even one of her charges, y'all can kiss a guilty verdict in the YSL case goodbye. Being found guilty of any type of misconduct will discredit any charge she's ever filed as DA. Every case will have to be reviewed and possibly retried or deemed a mistrial. To me, this will only make sense if she lied about something, if she withheld evidence. Like, having a relationship with somebody that's working on the same side as you, I really don't see how that could possibly affect a RICO case of niggas that have been killing people and selling drugs. Like, I don't understand. But yes, no, I love how Moniece made it about black people. Girl, go to fuck the bed. Please go to bed, girl. Let me see what y'all saying. Girl, the defense has a married couple and lawyers who are dating. They are literally the pot calling black. I know you fucking lying. So they got the same thing going on their side. Somehow it's the issue when the black people do it on the prosecution side. Get the fuck out of here. That's what they're attempting to prove. These are Trump's lawyers doing everything they can to get their boy off. I know this just shows that Trump did exactly what the fuck sis said he did. They swear they are slick. Who cares if they was hunching? I'm trying to understand how it matters. Attorneys date each other. DA Willis is so aggravated with these proceedings because it's stupid. It's stupid, and it's a witch hunt. It's an actual description to me of a witch hunt, because it's y'all putting a woman on trial for something when she did not do anything wrong. As far as I'm concerned, what she do with her coochie ain't got nothing to do with this case. Oh my God. Listen, without fail, there's always someone advocating for the degenerates of the community. Like, really, girl, you so upset that the murderous drug dealers got put behind bars? You really upset about that, huh? Was you fucking yeah. Girl, download JPay. Write him a letter or something. Yep, same thing on defense. Girl, they play too many fucking games. Also, y'all could try to slut shame this lady in a court of law. Ain't that some bullshit, y'all? That's crazy. I don't like none of this. I don't like none of this at all. It's definitely giving witch hunt. All right, hold on. Let me read some of y'all comments. Wait, hold up. Okay. Pisces, Chrissy, thank you for becoming a member, my love. Thank you. Where's my applause? Thank you. Dolores, Vanessa, thank you so much. Love your channel. You're my spirit animal. Thank you. I appreciate you. Marty 1003. Thank you for the super chat, love. It's definitely a witch hunt. She messed up allowing him on the team, but this is some real life scandal type stuff. It is. Thank you, trial bassist, for the super chat. This is about it publicly humiliating an accomplished black woman and distract from on clear crimes. They dated at work. So what? Yeah, I understand. Joanne, thank you for the super chat. Definitely a witch hunt, and she should have absolutely known better. We can't get away with shit that they do. So true. So true. So true. All right, y'all. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and finish it off, girl.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay, so this is an old clip that apparently did not age well. and this is a Fani. Okay, DA Fani.
Deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees, because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children, because we deserve better. Because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees.
But is he considered her employee, or is he considered her colleague? Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna do it again. Is it really an employee, or is it he's a special prosecutor? So not employee. That's not an employee. We work together. He don't work for me. I don't think that's the same. We're working together. Don't work for me. It's different. So yeah, no. And I feel like what she's talking about is, you nasty niggas that take advantage of the women that y'all work with. The women that's outside your office. All of a sudden you getting your dick sucked by a secretary. Yes, he's not an employee of Fulton County. She hired him as a special. Okay, so that would mean he was a contracted, not employee. Again, independent contractor, not employee. There's a difference. Okay? Still not an employee. So yeah, no, I don't think she should resign. And I think that it's some misogynoir. It's definitely some hatred of black women going on here, because at the end of the day, what this lady do with her coochie ain't got shit to do with this case. I mean, I don't know. Also, number 4, he not qualified to do RICO. Who's not qualified? But anyway, y'all, the same thing Justice Department did with Jack Smith, Bondi, aka Olivia Pope, is here. No, because I just can't. Right, colleague. Because I don't like when people pretend like shit matters that really doesn't matter, also that they can deflect from what actually does matter. I have an issue with that. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, let's move on. I want to move on now because we have a few more topics to get through, girl. I thought I wasn't going to be here that long, but here I am. Giving you the best that I got. Okay, here we go. Sexy red water breaks in video for rich baby daddy with Drake and SZA.
Oh, watch this, bro. What you supposed to do? For real? What I'm supposed to do with my watches, bro? I don't know. Call someone. Call her? Okay.
What you mean what I'm supposed to do? My water just broke. Bitch, you been pregnant all this time and you don't have a birthing plan? I don't think this is real. And why does the video look like it's on VHS tape?
My water just broke. Where's she at?
I'm not trying to. She's right here. She's right here. Come on.
Put the camera down. Man, we ain't got time to be. Are you fucking dumb? Can you stop?
I'm trying to capture the moment.
Go.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let that coochie breathe. You gotta let that coochie breathe because you gotta let that baby out. Why is Drake actually going in with her? Y'all, Drake always wants a moment. Drake always wants a fucking moment. Yeah, I feel like this is all for play. I feel like this is all for play, y'all. I feel like this was just to get everybody hyped up for what they about to come out with. This don't feel real to me. It don't feel real, y'all. All I know is that shit is hilarious, though. That's some hilarious shit, girl, for Drake and his 2 ponytails to be there with your water breaking. Good luck to Sexy Red and her new baby girl. She was already out there looking snatched, okay, looking like somebody mama came through and gave her the proper undergarments, okay? But let's go ahead and move on to Umar.
See, we got this thing, brothers and sisters, and the white man knows you well because he's written books on you.
How many books?
They say the Negro entrepreneur. Who's that queen? You wasn't with me last night. I never seen you in my life. Yes, I'm going to keep speaking. I've never seen a sister a day in my life. Brothers and sisters, clap it up for the ancestors. Clap it up for the Most High.
Listen, I was about to say she not him because he like light-skinned women, but but the way he just had everybody in the audience to clap it up and get loud automatically, like get loud so you can't hear what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of make me feel like, sir, was you banging this lady out the night before?
Clap it up for black excellence. Clap it up for positivity. Yes. Yes. We're going to stay focused. We're going to stay focused. No weapons formed against us.
Oh! They win a tumble.
Shall prevail.
That's what y'all get for trying to manhandle that woman. That's what y'all get. That's what y'all get for trying to yank that woman. He slipped and fell on the shirt she took. Girl.
See, we got this thing, brothers and sisters. And the white man knows.
Look, I believe her. Listen, she walked up there like his child support payment didn't go through. Nah, she said, look in my bag. I want to know what evidence was in her bag. Y'all let that part go. He is lying right through his teeth. Clap it up for the ancestors. Bitch, let me tell y'all something. I don't trust Dr. Umar. Like when I tell y'all I don't trust Dr. Umar, I don't trust Dr. Umar. All of the Hotep fake Pan-African, but I secretly lust after white women as black men like him. Like, yeah, girl, hang it up. I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all really love y'all some Dr. Umar. I know y'all have a great respect and appreciation for a nigga that don't really do nothing. And the reason why I say that is because even though he is very well educated and well read, I don't see him actually doing anything. Like, for instance, Killer Mike is actually involved in politics, not just talking, doing. You know what I'm saying? So to me, when I see Dr. Umar and people taking him seriously, I just kind of feel like y'all like to find these like false prophets to give y'all money and admiration to, right? Y'all really like to do that. I don't know why. But that's what y'all do. Killer Mike is problematic, but I feel like Killer Mike is the version of Dr. Umar that doesn't just talk. He does. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything the nigga say and all of that. I'm just making a point that I'm going to need for you to go get involved in politics. I'm going to need for you to actually be involved. I'm going to need you to use your psychology degree, your doctorate. I'm going to need for you to use that to help some of these young black men with their mentalities. And to deal with their emotions and to, seek therapy. I don't see him doing those things. He says smart shit sometimes, absolutely. But a lot of it seems like stunts and shows. A lot of it seems like I'm projecting something that I want y'all to see me as. Like, I want y'all to see me as a civil rights leader. I want y'all to see me as a well-educated black man like W.E.B. Du Bois, somebody. But I'm not actually doing anything. I don't know if his doctorate was called into question because I Googled him. And it did say that he went to school for psychology and he has a degree and all of that. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to say, he's not as educated as he claims to be. I won't say that. But I will say that, yeah, it does come off as satire until you realize how serious these niggas are. But it does give y'all use uneducated, disenfranchised black people for their money. Telling them you're going to build a school and not building a school, speaking to them about their empowerment, but not really doing anything to empower, simply empowering yourself by saying the things are going to invoke their emotions so that you can get money from them. And we're still waiting on that school. And I have yet to see him with a woman. Like, does he have a woman? Because I have yet to see him with my black queen, my wife. Like, we have yet to see that. And that sometimes makes me feel like you're just a hoe on the low. Just like the church. Yes, he feels very much like a fraudulent pastor to me. He does. Okay, just as grimy and snaky as he wants to be. All right, y'all. That was funny. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. So I haven't heard this, so this is gonna be my first time hearing this George Floyd joke, y'all. So trigger warning, but let's get into it.
All these good ass white people on my show, and you wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on. Don't ooh at that joke. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have that was making us look. It's called comedy, nigga. I'm black fans. I gotta hear that might leave. Oh, good. I was just warming up with that George Floyd. You ready to go? All right, baby. Okay. All right, you offended too, baby, with the braids? You offended too? God damn, man, all these good ass white people on my show. And you wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on.
Yeah, I needed to hear it again. Yeah, that wasn't funny, my nigga. Like, it wasn't like for you, because you're pandering to white people. Like, and listen, I've been studying like stand-up, right? Somebody must have said something. Some black person must have said something in the crowd, or it must have been some commentary on, black people for him to say, y'all showing these good white people, how or why George Floyd neck got nailed on. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not funny. And it just shows you're pandering to white people. And it's embarrassing. And I appreciate the black people that did feel like, since you want to pander to these white people so fucking bad, why don't you just tell jokes to them? If you don't give a fuck about how the good black people in the audience feel, then what the fuck are we here for?
Hi, this is comedian David Lucas. You know me from Kill Tony and other various roast shows. I'm an edgy, push the boundary comedian, and my job as a comedian is to bring humor in dire situations. With that being said, there's a clip that is circulating around social media, and since that clip has came out, I have spoken to a lot of George Floyd's family. I spoke to Cal Wayne, Trader Truth, Steven Jackson, and my intention was to never cause harm to his family or make them revisit a moment that happened a few years ago. I'm a father, so I get it. I understand how his kids feel. I've spoken to his whole family, and
them people called you. Them people called you behind that ain't shit ass nigga, huh? Oh Lord, I'm sorry.
We've came, to an understanding how to move forward from this, and just want to apologize to his kids and everybody who was close to him. Hi, this is comedian David Lucas. You know me from Kill Tony and other various roast shows. I'm an edgy, push the boundary comedian, and my job as a comedian is to bring humor in dire situations. With that being said, there's a clip that is circulating around social media, and since the clip has came out, I have spoken to a lot of George Floyd's family. I spoke to Cal Wayne, Trader Truth, Steven Jackson, and my intention was to never cause harm to his family or make them revisit a moment that happened a few years ago. I'm a father, so I get it. I understand how his kids feel. I've spoken to his whole family, and we've came, to an understanding as to how to move forward from this, and just want to apologize to his kids and everybody who was close to him. Hi, this is comedian David.
Okay. Here's the thing. I understand we trying to push the boundaries and all of that, but I believe pushing boundaries is telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So if you was gonna make a joke about George Floyd, I would have made a joke about how he actually, was with a white woman while the black women were all out there in the streets fighting for his justice. You know what I'm saying? I would have, you know what I mean? Like I would have made more so jokes pointing those things out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta be no perfect victim. That shit was fucked up. That shit was treacherous and fucked up. Okay. But there are George Floyd jokes to make. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to be pushing the envelope. And the reason why I put this up here, Hannah, is because I was like, nah, I don't think Tiffany Haddish or Kevin Hart would say some shit like that, because they're both politically correct comedians. They don't want to upset anybody. Not really. Not in their comedy. I haven't heard it. Okay. How about those of us who were traumatized because we watched George being modern day lynched on our screens? I mean, yeah, he could have had some reverence for that shit. Absolutely. That's why the joke would never be about somebody kneeling on his fucking neck. Like, that's crazy that you would even say that shit. Okay, like that, nobody deserves to die like that. That's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane. But essentially, I do think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always the same type of nigga that ends up in these situations. Some, I can't, I don't really like black women. I like white women, ignorant ass, kind of bummy, little bit sideways, bit of a deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a little bit bummy. It always be them niggas, that the black people got to come out, in droves. The black women's, okay, they're going to come out in droves. The children, everybody's going to come out in droves, okay? Yeah. That would be the funny part to me. Like, a clear woman who dipped once it was time to fight for him. Whoo, Lord. The irony of that. The irony of that. That would be my joke if I was gonna make one. It definitely wouldn't be about his actual death. That's real fucked up. We were all traumatized. Y'all know that shit happened that shit happened the day before my birthday, but the video was released on my birthday that year. Yeah, that was a real bad day all the ways around. I had some traumatic shit happen to me that day, and that video came out. We ain't seen that white bitch since. Y'all loves a good wholesome white bitch, don't y'all? Y'all loves y'all a good white woman until it's time to stand up for your civil rights. Then them bitches are nowhere to be found. They disappear just as they appeared. Whoosh, into the background. Back into white land. Narnia is what they call it. Anyway, let's move on to more problematic people. Russell Simmons is back in the news, y'all, with his creepy, facial structure. It's a creepy facial structure. Anyway, Russell Simmons might have left the United States, but that isn't stopping those allegations from catching him. According to court documents, a woman is alleging that he R'd her when she worked for Def Jam Recordings in the late 1990s. Per the documents, the woman, who is going by Jane Doe, says that she visited his apartment to go over the editing of a video. She says while there, he did a wrestling move on her, pinned her to the ground, and R'd her. This is the side that was talking about how he's never done anything forceful, just might have ignored you telling him no. She claims she begged him multiple times to let her go, but says she couldn't break free because of his weight. This isn't the first time he's been accused of SA. His set of accusations came in 2017 when multiple women accused him of R-ing them. Ironically, the Jane Doe from this current suit says she ran Simmons at a yoga class in 2023. She says Simmons called her name and instructed her to sit next to him and said, "What do you think I'm going to try and F you?" That's fucking crazy. So that means his ass was in the States? They say he's been able to dip in and out. They say he's been dipping in and out of the country for a while. And so that's the thing right there that really bothers me about y'all letting niggas get away with shit, is when a woman has to be re-traumatized. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could totally understand being like, nah, I'm definitely telling on that nigga, because there's no way he should have been able to roll up on me like that ever again in life. Because, everybody gonna be like, why now? Because I just saw the nigga and was re-traumatized. That's why. Maybe if he'd have stayed his ass over there in Thailand or wherever the fuck he was, you know, Bali, wherever, maybe if he'd have stayed over there. But no, he wanted to come back to the States and do yoga and shit. That's crazy. Well, yeah, I guess he'll keep evading the law and consequences for his creepy ass behavior over all of these years. Let's move on to the last topic, y'all. Before we do, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Okay, support your girl. Because I love y'all for real.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
We all thought that we were done hearing from Monique and her son and her daddy. But apparently, Shallon, Monique's son, responds to her exposing their text messages. I guess the intelligent thing to do when assuming your son is having a mental episode is to post personal messages that are 3 years old. Child, if Shallon ain't gonna do shit, he is going to clear Monique. I feel like he's the one that needs to think about following her footsteps and becoming a damn comedian, because he had me rolling. And I'm gonna say it again. Y'all was trying to defend DL. Fuck DL, okay? Because DL can't be defended as far as I'm concerned. He can try to bring up this situation with Shallon all he want to, and at the end of the day, my nigga, you will still be an ancient ass nigga for the shit you told us about yourself, okay? You still gonna be you. But I feel like I don't think he's a comedian. I don't know. That's not what he is, a comedian. Well, that makes sense. I didn't know he was a comedian. I don't know him. I just know this Monique's son, and he been up here going off. I thought he said Shallon comedian Monique's son. That's what I thought he said. I didn't think he said that he was one. But either way, y'all, I feel like Shallon did what DL couldn't do, which is actually make Monique look. See, you can make Monique look bad, you still look worse as far as I'm concerned. DL still looks worse to me, so you can't really try to use any of her familiar shit against her, because essentially your shit still look worse to me, sir. I really don't care. But now that the son has come out with his exposure of Monique and her daddy, was a nail in the coffin. Y'all know I was trying to give Monique and Sydney some leeway, you know, because I felt like the man ain't cheated on her. We haven't heard anything bad about him. You know, yes, the relationship is problematic, but they got a whole bunch of people in problematic pimp hole, you know, father-daughter, weird-ass mother-son relationships. There's a lot of weird-ass relationships that I don't think are healthy and that I find toxic and just overall disrespectful to women as a whole, for you to be so, like, you know, proud about need to be raised by a nigga that can't even financially take care of you. It's so weird to me. You know, you need to ask Tyler Perry and fucking Kevin Hart for money, but then you remove yourself from the head of your table and let him sit there, even though he's not financially providing for you. That's weird to me. I don't know what's going on, but I was trying to let them have it. You know what I'm saying? With their wayward relationship. But the way they hate Shallon is my issue. And I said this in my members only live. If you're a member, make sure to check it out. Community pages. My issue was that if you have a problem with your son and your son comes out and says whatever he said, you as the parent, I believe, are supposed to take the high road with your child. And what that means to me is that anything you had to say to him should have been said in private and not over the internet. I don't think there should have been back and forth. I don't think you should have needed to prove that you were a good parent by showing us all of your sweet baby text messages from 3 years ago. That shit bothered me. And then the things that she said about Uncle Sidney and how he wasn't even allowed to call him dad because Sidney knew his dad. What the fuck that got to do with anything? He was very close to your. What the fuck that got to do with anything? A father figure is a father figure. Why would y'all ostracize him in that manner? Monique, why do you need someone that can't even take care of you? Like for real, for real. Like, come on now. If you weren't working, Sydney would not be able to financially provide for all of y'all, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but you asking other people for money makes me feel like Sydney's not taking care of you and his 2 children. So it's annoying for me for you to do all of this daddy, he raised me shit. You're a hoe, he's a pimp. That's giving. And artist, pimp, same thing. Same thing. Okay? I didn't like the way you handled the son. Okay? I didn't. And so if he wants to come out and say whatever he wants to say, fine. But don't act like you above it and you ain't really trying to get no clout and then keep talking to us about the shit like you didn't say you wasn't going to come back. But let me hear what you're saying.
Hi, I'm Shalon. I'm going to jump right into it. I guess the intelligent thing to do when assuming that your son's having a mental episode is to post personal screenshots of text messages that are 3 years old in an attempt to validate a false narrative as if they are some type of receipt.
Right. How the fuck he your daddy, but he can't be your son daddy? Girl, make it make sense.
You also invaded the privacy of my mother's grandparents by posting your receipts. Neither of you should never speak on mental health again if you thought that that idea was a good one. As a person who lives with mental health issues, let me be the first to educate you that there are individuals who have taken their lives, harmed, and also taken the lives of others for doing the very thing that you so proudly did and your fan base pats you on the back for, which is very telling to how strangers will buy into your toxicity. Picking up the phone to check on your son that you believe is having a mental episode to make sure that he is okay, while also making sure that your granddaughter is safe, is too much to ask, I guess. For those wondering, I have gone to therapy on several different occasions, and that is not something that I will ever be ashamed of. I have even gone to therapy with my mother on several occasions. But for those who know how efficient therapy only works when both people are being open. My mother was still in her 15-year-old mentality phase during that time. So I guess I understand why she did not know how to be open with me during our sessions. When a person becomes accustomed to being a victim and others get used to seeing them as one, they live their lives in a state of internalization, meaning you consistently receive another's approach as an attack, constantly putting you under the illusion that you need to always be on the defense, even in situations where there is no actual attack, just an acknowledgement of things already said by you. One should not feel attacked by an acknowledgement of the words that they stand on. You eventually become a passive aggressor. To address the...
He's right. He's right. She's absolutely giving passive aggressive with the sweet babies and my baby and, you know, pretend I love us for real. But underneath it all, I'm being manipulative.
Men that had something to say in regards to men don't do what I'm doing. Let me be very clear.
Men don't do what? express their emotions on the internet, that's a motherfucking lie.
How I man is none of your business.
Oh, I know that's right.
What and how I feed my family has no place on your plate.
Ooh.
For every person that stated I should not have come to yet, I would just like to. What do Club Shay Shay, the articles about my mother and I's relationship, the interviews about our relationship, and Instagram all have in common?
On the internet for 500, Alex.
Well, if you are competent, the internet. Furthermore, I did not expose my mother, nor did I badmouth my mother. I simply provided context to what was already being said about me, while also explaining why I don't speak to them directly. The reason those that feel negatively about what I said are just having a hard time differentiating between Nikki Parker and Monique. Please stop with the cornball idea that a celebrity can talk about a family member on the internet for years, but God forbid said family member says any one thing, and you all are outside with tiki torches and pitchforks defending not the actual person, but the idea of a person. These people are in an industry that is efficient at making money off of what is pretend. So in essence, you are defending a character. I love my mother, and it took the birth of my daughter to help me begin to understand the value of a mother. I am very proud of my mother, though, and I'm proud of the things she's accomplished and will go on to accomplish in the future. My mother's bad, man. I watched that woman go from Baltimore to the moon. That drive is also in my daughter's blood. Not only is she still my mother, she's also a part of history, and I would be doing my daughter a disservice by not telling her about who my mother is and was. But since those images that you posted were used as some type of a receipt to validate your false narrative, I figured I would take some time to gather up my receipts to validate my decision to move forward with my life without my mother in it. I do want to thank you all for listening for the now final time that I will ever address this topic, and I will leave you with my receipts.
Okay, there's a baby. There's a baby. I was wondering if the woman was white. You're on OFLP last night. I don't know. Oh, the baby's getting. Oh, wait a minute. It's a possible. Oh no, it's a black lady. Oh wait, no, that might be some. Is that the baby mama? That looked like the baby mama. Okay, good. You know, you just got sure. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta make sure. Okay. Not that it matters, but sometimes like it's a teller of like how niggas really be like, you know, the space that they be coming from, the amount of vitriol and anger that they might have. Like, you know, do you how much? How much? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Every nigga I know that has married outside of or had a baby with somebody outside of their ethnicity, they usually have some resentment towards their mothers and sisters. I don't know what that's about. Little girl is adorable. I don't know how these are receipts. What are these receipts of? Are these receipts that he has a child that looks like Monique? I think that's what the receipts are. The receipts got a little girl that look like Monique, and so he can't help but to have to find some way to love his mama, because when he look at his little girl, she look like his mama. Child look like he being a good, you know, present parent. Not white, but extremely light-skinned. Got it. Okay. I'm not mad, child. You know, live your life. I just be noticing things. I like, you know, shit be looking like patterns sometimes. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah. Look like he being a good father to his kid. I don't know how there are any receipts of that. You know, but I wanted to read this comment. Two things can be true. Monique was an inadequate parent. Her son needs to grow up. He also speaks in this faux compassionate voice just like her. Oh, I agree. I agree that there's definitely him still being hurt. For whatever reasons he's hurt, not fully being able to understand her point of view, but at the same time it not really being his responsibility to figure it out because he's the child. You know what I'm saying? And their dynamic. Okay. Adorable. Yes. Yeah. Why can't Monique talk to Shallon privately without Sydney? Sydney seems to mess up anything that's left on Monique's relationship with Shallon to me. I talked about this last night. I really feel like Sydney probably feels like he's protecting Monique because I do feel like there's some spoiledness with Shallon, meaning that like Shallon can act like, my mama don't love me. You know what I'm saying? I love her, but she don't love me. You know what I mean? Like she don't see it for me. Like she pretends she see it for me, but she don't really see it for me. I feel like he talking like that, but it's coming from a place of her not being able to give what he needed and still throwing money on the problems. I really do feel like Sydney probably takes the mentality of I'm protecting Monique from people further financially abusing her, even though he's the one financially abusing her. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of seem like you want to make sure you the only nigga in her pockets, especially because y'all have the two young sons and you might feel responsible for them. Make sure that she not giving to her oldest. That's why you the go between, even when you shouldn't be. Yeah, it's a lot that I don't like. Yeah, no, the way he talks, his cadence is good. Yeah, they both need to get off the internet. I feel like every time she got on the internet, if he wanted to respond, fine. Because you're not gonna use your platform as a famous person to speak on me and think that I'm not gonna use the same fucking platform to speak on you. Someone said both Monique and Sydney have mental deficiencies, but he's a bit smarter than her. I don't know how. I don't know how he can be considered smarter than her when the only thing he did was found an insecure woman to pimp. Yes, I do believe his maturity could be stunted like Monique's. I would have to wonder if he does fully take care financially. You can be there emotionally and not be like a deadbeat dad and all of that. But are you the type of person that's really going to be dependable? Or are you somebody that, that girl got to make sure she got a job at all times? Yes, there is some spoiledness because she only provided money and things when he was a child and continues now. Absolutely. Shallon said in the extended video that Sydney isn't the issue and they had the same issues before him. And even that Sydney and him were close and he wanted to call him dad. Yeah. He said, I remember he said that, they were close at one time in that first video. And that's why I brought up the whole, making him call him Uncle Sydney instead of dad, especially once y'all had other kids together. Monique is stuck at 15 when she was violated. She seems to think she's been raised out of that. If you read the articles detailing her early marriages by her own words, Shallon has every right to be pissed. That girl was wild, and then to ghost him and the other son, indefensible. Yeah. I mean, we don't need to, read articles detailing it in order to know because she told us, she told us in the Club Shay Shay interview that she wasn't a hoe, but she was close to it. She told us that her pussy was friendly. Like she told us that she wasn't really interested in being a parent. And I've already said that you don't have to convince me she's an entertainer. She's somebody that has to travel for long, extensive time for work. She's somebody that chased a dream that would leave her kid destitute at times. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that, entertainers, I don't know what y'all think about entertainers. I think y'all must think everybody's Beyonce and Jay-Z, with the ability to take their kid everywhere with them. But most people are, no disrespect, K. Michelle and her son. You know what I'm saying? Most people have dropped the baby off to live with the grandparents and send money and go on about their way. That is the norm. Fucking T.I. and Tiny did it, and they were a married couple. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to convince me that she didn't do what she was supposed to do as a mother and just threw money on the issue. You ain't got to convince me. Shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let's not even talk about how she may have been, mean to him or shunned him because he was a boy. Like she keep having boy children. Like, and to know that her brother, you know what I'm saying? The males in her life, her father, like those are the people that have hurt her. So I'm sure even with her internalized, misogyny, even with the pimp hole, my daddy bullshit that she has going on, there has to be some deep distrust and dislike for men in order for her to attract a man that would seemingly attach himself to her as a savior. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Nika Nichelle, for being a member for 6 months. Did you watch Bold and Bougie? I did not, but I did see clips. I did see clips on OMFG reality TV, and they were arguing about Mayetta. I was like, girl, in 2024, we still talking about Mayetta as it pertains to Neo and Crystal? Girl, Crystal got prostitutes to worry about, and y'all still trying to put her in a position as the other woman. Like, Neo didn't even marry Mayetta. And that's no disrespect to Mayetta. Like, I like Mayetta. But my point is for everybody to feel like they need to treat Crystal a certain way because Neo is a hoe and cheated on Mayetta and then left her and made her get her tubes tied, all for him to go marry a prostitute porn bitch, aka Crystal, marry her, didn't marry Mayetta, marries her, has more kids with her. And, y'all are like, well, we tried to tell you, miss me, please miss me with the bullshit. That's why I don't like Neo now, because I just feel like he's one of them, like, them mean old, just selfish, fucked up user, love bombing, weird ass niggas. And see, listen, I feel like Mayetta wasn't a wife, she was a baby mama. Mayetta wasn't a wife, she was a baby mama. And that's what makes it even more disrespectful that he would turn around and marry Crystal. But it doesn't even matter. The marriage part, just like I said, was scrappy. It's not like it really fucking matters. There's no real pride in it, because essentially, how did the marriage end with Crystal and Neo? With him cheating on her with a whole bunch of strippers and prostitutes. So having unprotected sex with prostitutes, getting them pregnant, and then starting to fuck with you again. And then breaking up with you again. Girl, I don't know what the fuck going on over there. All I know is them people look like they like to wallow in toxicity, and I'm going to let them do it. I'm going to let them wallow in their toxicity, baby. But we not about to keep arguing about Mayetta. Like, get over it. I don't even like Crystal like that based on what I've seen. But I don't feel like it's right for them to keep trying to hold her responsible for what Neo did with Mayetta 12, 15 years ago. Like, get over it. Get over it. Mayetta has moved on. She's remarried. You know what I'm saying? And Crystal now has to deal with the prostitute that got pregnant. Like, Crystal's not having a good time. There's no need to stick the knife in even more. You know what I'm saying? See, it took me 30 seconds. If you really care about not hurting him, or if you own, they have a BKN situation that needs to heal, a broken situation that needs to heal. Outside kids, shit crazy. And for Neo, Neo in that fucking head. Oh my God. I thought they were skeptical about how Crystal was treating Mayetta. Is that what it was? Because it seemed like one of the girls was just like, I just feel like I can't be cool with you because of the situation. And it's like, girl, that was like 20 years ago. I just don't feel like we should still be talking about that. That's played as fuck. Like, it just kind of seems delayed. I don't know if the show is actually going to be any good. Just don't. It just feels old and it feels played. We're talking about the same. That's what Tamika said. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, it was the situation with her and Tamika. And I was just like, oh my God. I think because Crystal was one of the side chicks while he was with Neo, is why folks can't let it go. When Mayetta was with, yeah, we know that. We know that. Same with Alicia Keys. Mashonda maintains she and Swiss were still together, but Alicia and Swiss says he wasn't, but people side with Mashonda. And I just want everybody to let it go and get over it. The man don't want you no more. Okay? He's another bitch problem now. Please, everybody, let it go. Oh, okay. It clear Mayetta runs AL and Tamika still crazy. Got it. Yet Crystal taunted Mayetta when she first got with Neo. Okay, she taunted Mayetta. Okay, so we still mad about. Okay, that's fine. We can still be mad about it. I just feel like that's some lame played ass shit for us to still be talking about these people after all this time. Like, we're not even talking about that when Mayetta's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and now we got a whole new reality show, and it's not going on. It ain't nothing going on since these hoes, been off TV. No, we gonna come back talking about the same shit we was talking about in like 2012, 2010. I just I don't know. I just kind of feel like this is lame. I don't care anymore. And I still feel like, Crystal's a girl trying to get it out the mud, and Neo's a whore. And I don't know what Mayetta saw in him besides they both like music. He made music, she danced. But the way he used to pout, okay, and the size of his gargantuous size cranium, bitch, I don't see it. I don't see it. But I haven't watched the whole show. I just saw the clips and I was bored by the clips. But that's just me. Anyway, you guys, I had so much fun with you today. It was a nice long show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay. I hope you guys come back. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day and everything. Okay. And I'll see y'all on Monday. All right.